Hello, beautiful people in the world. I am your host, Essence.
And I'm your host, Alondra, and you're now listening to Pretty Perspectives. Before we get started with today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. You'll get notified every time we upload.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you doing, Alondra?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well.
How's your evening?
Great. I'm caffeined out.
Oh, yeah, we are.
This is our second video of the day.
Yes.
So you guys know that we're pumping all the caffeine that we can get into our veins.
Yes. So that's why we're wearing the same outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rose are gonna be like, hold on. Weren't you guys wearing that last week?
Yeah.
But yes, we're here pumping out that content for you guys because we know holidays are coming up. And we want to make sure you guys get every little bit of pretty perspectives during these holidays.
Yeah. I hope you guys look forward to our uploads because I know I look forward to us uploading. Yeah.
They're going to be pretty fun. You're going to enjoy it.
Yeah. This piece of real estate that we have on YouTube, it's
crazy.
A crazy thing. Like to think that at the beginning of this year, I was so hard on myself because I thought that I should be doing more.
Yeah.
Especially around the New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
And now that the year is coming to a close, I look back and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Like I did a 360. I'm a little bit more accomplished, goal driven. Mm-hmm. It feels great to be in this creative space with you.
I know.
Yeah.
It's exciting because I mean we not only get to know each other more, but in general our viewers, we get to see the growth, we get to see how we're building, and we get to see how sometimes like we're questioning it, but then you were like, you know what? That subscriber that did it for us today is a reason why we keep looking forward to these videos and this content. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like our subscribers that support us and that's accepting our content in a positive way. I cannot be more thankful. Yeah.
Literally just to subscribe, and you probably don't view our content, but that help right there means so much.
So we appreciate you guys so much.
Thank you guys so much.
So what's going on, Alondra? Have anything new, come up? New experiences?
New? Oh yeah. Actually, today's Sunday, right?
Yes.
While we're filming this, it's Sunday. But yesterday, Saturday, I got a little bit more confirmation and knowledge and reassurance of possibly something I would love to get done.
Okay.
And I'm talking about lip fillers.
Okay.
So I went with a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the first time. I've always had that thought in my head, right? You know what? If I would ever want to get something done, I would probably want my lips.
Okay.
And a lot of people say like, oh, you don't need them or this and that.
Yeah.
But it's something, if it's going to boost your confidence, if it's something you want to get done, go ahead with
and
all the
it.
confidence in the world.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's definitely a luxury for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
However, this topic of what we're talking about is so controversial, so bipolar.
Yeah.
However, we can't help ourselves as estheticians. If we see something that's innovative, groundbreaking, aesthetic, we're going to gravitate towards that a lot more than the norm.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. I have thought about getting fillers. Also Botox.
Yeah.
However, I am not closed off to it. I want to wait a little bit to see where I want to work on as I age.
Yes.
Because I don't want to do too much too soon.
And I mean, you know when they say like, oh, like your 20s, that's exactly when you need to start like taking care of your skin and everything. It's true. But in that gap, I don't know, to your late 30s, 40s, you can probably change so much and you don't know when or how that, I mean, it is good to wait it out, think about it. Because I know Botox can be for like different type of things too.
Yes, migraines.
I know migraines is one of them. And then, beauty.
Yes, beauty. Yeah.
I think
just in general,
Yeah.
my perspective on it, as you said, the age, I feel like in your 20s and your 30s, you should be worried about how to build the perfect skincare throughout the years. Like, how would you treat your
Yes.
skin? What's the best way to treat your skin?
Mm-hmm.
After you got that down key, you're very confident in your lifestyle, your skincare that you're doing, then you know, start to dabble around in that, because you're not putting a band-aid over something that needs to be worked on internally. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah,
I hope that makes sense.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Because if people get fillers too soon or something like that, they can overdo it a little bit.
Yeah, and
it can
that's
start
what
to
I was
build
learning.
up over the years.
Yes, that's exactly what I was learning yesterday, because I have a girlfriend as well. She does that herself. She's a provider in that industry, and she was telling me, you know, because I told her my experience, that I went with a girlfriend. She got her lips done. I loved them, and I was pretty much explaining to her like the different type of filler that they were explaining to us.
What are some different types of fillers did you see there?
She, correct me if I'm wrong, but something called Restylane.
Okay.
Juvederm. There's like Juvederm Plus, Juvederm. There's a bunch.
Yeah.
But those two are the ones that stuck out to me.
Okay. You know, we're skincare junkies, right? Huh? So we're skincare junkies. Ingredients in particular. Between those things, did she explain what the difference were?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you share a little bit about that?
Well, that's the thing. Like, it goes deeper than just like getting your lips done. As what she was educating me on, there's the difference between the type of filler, I believe, is like the consistency of it.
Okay.
So
like the thickness of it.
The thickness of it. So let's say like the Juvederm. I know I'm probably saying the wrong one. The Juvederm. A lot of people usually like take that. Like I said, allegedly, correct me if I'm wrong. But she was explaining that, let's say, for example, the Juvederm. That one, if you want more like a plumped look and just
a pouty,
just a little, you know, it looks like you did it just a plum, then you would go for that option.
Yeah, like a pouty look.
Now, if you want to start like building kind of the shape of your lip,
okay,
then that's when you can go to the Restylane something, because it's more of a thicker consistency.
Okay.
And that's where, you know, it can start building up the lip.
Okay. So which one did your friend get?
I think the plumping one.
The plumping
more
one?
Of a plump, yeah.
You showed a video to me. What was that thing that she was holding in her hand on her lips? What is that for?
Did you ask? To distract her from the injection.
Really? So it's more so a coping mechanism that the client
and she also
has?
had like a little squishy unicorn.
Yes,
the
like
whole experience,
ball.
I was like, okay. She even asked me, she was like, "Are you good with needles before I start?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay." "Are you good with BLOD?" I was like, "Yeah, I think I should be." And I mean, once I started seeing those two things, I'm like, you know what, it's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Regardless if I want to get the service done, that doesn't do anything to me. Like, I would still want to get it done.
Yeah.
And they numb you, of course. Yeah. They numb you.
So you are numbed when you get there. You don't numb yourself before.
No, they numb you right there and there, and
that's great. That they probably have some really great numbing cream for microneedling.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
You said that they do microneedling.
They do microneedling too. And
what was the spot called? What was the
Skin Spirit?
Skin Spirit.
I believe is it like different locations of that same company.
Do you remember the nurses? Right, she's a nurse.
Yes, her name is Brianna. So hopefully she comes across this video. I myself, just by viewing the service, I was like, wow, she knows exactly what she's talking about. And I don't know, she made you feel comfortable.
I'm glad that she let you get content while you were in the room.
I know, because I know some people are like sensitive to those type of videos and stuff. But I was like, I want to keep this for myself, you know, because you never know if I wanted to go over and like view the experience, or sometimes it also works as my content.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because she,
like right now in Pretty Perspective,
right,
give you something to talk to,
exactly.
talk about.
And it's funny because I mean, that girl was so professional
Mm-hmm.
that I didn't know she had just joined to like
the
company,
team.
to the team. And in my eyes, I'm like, okay, because they called her was it Queen of Lips? Because you know she like top notch on what you ask for, like she'll do it.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know, I'm like, oh, I mean, she's literally been here probably for years, and I found out that she just started, and she actually told me, she was like, oh, I asked her before everything, before the needle went inside, I was like, do you mind if I, you know, record? She's like, yeah, sure, like, you know, it's gonna help for my content. And that's when I realized that she didn't have long in there in the company.
Yeah, I know as an esthetician, it takes time in any new space to build your clientele. Yeah, for
and
sure.
Especially when it's a service that, you know, if you like get it on the moment, that content right there is gonna be a deal breaker.
Yeah, like posting on social media, that's a great way to gain exposure.
Yeah,
especially in your location.
And that location was so nice too.
Yeah,
that I try to get, you know, like video content of it, like pictures of it, just so that can also help as my content, you know, like my experience and what I viewed and everything.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great way to put yourself out there
and to grow your clientele.
I don't think we've ever really talked about how or on what or what to do. I myself struggle with creating content, but it's always good to see other examples.
Yeah, for sure. It's challenging thing, I feel like, personally, as a professional, to like create that space on your YouTube, on your Instagram, or on social media in general. You have this vision, right, that you want to put out to grow your clientele. However, if it's different ways professional grow their clientele. There's not just one way. It's social media. You can also do Groupon. A really great way to grow your clientele is word of mouth.
Word of mouth. Yeah, I was gonna say that probably the top one would be word of mouth.
Yeah.
And we all struggle. Like well, at least on my personal experience, I'm sure yours, even Raylene herself, in general, anybody that's just starting into the industry, it's gonna be hard at the beginning, but just keep pushing forward. It can get a bit overwhelming when it comes to like, okay, how can I do this? Or like you run out of ideas. But that one right now, as our current, I would say, social media, it's such a big platform.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is.
I know that Skin Etiquette grew by our boss, the owner of Skin Etiquette, knocking on door to door.
Yeah.
Always kept a card on her, and she was very, as an entrepreneur and also an esthetician, she kept samples in her purse.
Yeah.
And she would remember, like, if she's going to the grocery store that she goes to a lot, she runs into the same people, right?
Yeah.
So that she would give her business card and a sample of what she used in the treatment room, and she would say, hey, I'm here, I'm going to be available at this time, you know?
Yeah.
Which is a hustle.
It is a hustle.
That's a hustle. It's very strategic, but she did it just by that.
Look at her now.
Yeah. She has 2 employees. She's been in multiple locations, from the Bay Area to the Central Valley.
Well experienced, educated.
Yeah.
I think that's how, and the reason why she's been here till now.
Yeah. Just to be so transparent with you guys, it is not easy to grow your clientele.
No.
However, it it could be a lot more easier to have that retention. Like if you have that talent will always bring your client back.
Mm-hmm.
The key is having that talent to market yourself.
Absolutely. That's what will genuinely attract the clientele.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can post so much, but maybe what if during the treatment, it's not the greatest experience? Then that really won't balance out. You need to make sure that you put out there exactly what you will, portray or be within the service.
Yeah, create that content that shines the light on your everyday service that you do. You don't want to be so staged.
Always put it your all.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. I was going to bring up how it's very important that when you get, just like Alondra said, when you get that exposure on Instagram or you get that person in that you've been wanting to come into the treatment room, you gotta make sure that you create that retention.
Yeah.
Because you can have people coming in, you see once or twice, but that's not going to keep your business afloat if they're not coming back in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So it goes hand in hand with that. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember at first, when I started working in this location, like I got, till this day, I get a lot of advice on how should I still, keep on growing my clientele. Till this point, I'm still, I'm not giving up.
You're learning.
Yeah. I'm learning, I'm growing within that aspect, but I get a lot of advice from Raylene herself and also Essence at the beginning. I remember you told me like, oh, like I'm not really that familiar with like Instagram, but I'm still learning and I still want to learn within that platform. Look at you now.
Thank you.
Look at you now. Like I remember this the first time I met you. You mentioned that because I was telling you about like I like to create like videos.
Yes.
Remember?
Yeah.
And like reels and all of that, and that's when you mentioned, you know what, like I'm not really familiar, but I still want to learn. I want to get better. And the growth I have seen.
Yeah.
I'm proud.
Thank you.
I'm not like, oh my God, the best, but it's
yes, like, because I wasn't there, because I was so honestly, when I was going through school, I was so checked out of social media because I was 6 months into a program, right? So of course I didn't build that skill up when I was in school. And just to be realistic, we say that social media is very important to grow your clientele. However, you have to learn it.
It's and we've been learning
after the fact, like after school.
Yeah, we've been learning ourselves, not just on Instagram, but YouTube, how to edit and all of that. There is more that goes behind just putting, uploading a video. If you're dedicated like that, well, at least us, we know we want everything like perfect and everything. So
we do. We just had a mic failure. You guys probably
didn't catch that. You guys probably won't because we're gonna edit that.
Yeah, we're gonna edit it, but it gives us skills on media production.
And now we know what to do in like that situation. Like 2 minutes ago, we're like, Essence.
Yes.
The mic. It's not on.
We'll probably show you guys just a
little of
it if we want to, but it's pretty cool to see that development side of being an esthetician.
You are a little bit of everything. Editor, content creator, therapist, skin specialist, friend. You see, so it's like
it's literally developing a whole character. Like as an adult, that's how we show up in the world. That's how we put our best foot forward, and that's how we use our real estate on social media. Because I don't want, honestly, I don't have a vision. I have a goal. I'm gonna stick to that goal, even on a bad moody day. I'm going to still stick to the plan of, okay, I need to get up, I need to hustle, I need to figure out the best way that I can grow my clientele, make it better. you know?
Absolutely. And
So,
something we learned, I didn't know myself, you probably did. You can schedule your content. That is so huge. Like, yeah, you can spend like one day editing a bunch of stuff, putting together a bunch of stuff. And you know what can help? Scheduling it. Why? Because it's just going and uploading and uploading and uploading. And
yeah.
you save yourself some stress.
Can I also be honest with you?
Yes.
As a female, right? Stick with me. We have our cycles.
Oh,
We
we
have our
do.
cycles. We have that PMS moody. Don't talk to me, stay home.
You're like, stop it.
No. And then we have our lovable mood. We just want to love on our loved one, whether it's a pet or a family, on ourselves by taking, self-care showers or something like that, right? We also have our creative mood.
Yes, and we got to take advantage of our creative mood.
We have to take advantage of that cycle. You women know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Well, we have that cycle,
Definitely.
Yeah. And so if you can pump out as much content in
that cycle,
yeah,
please do. Yeah.
I honestly, I speak about this now, but we show up. I think that's where you start. Start there. If you want to start anywhere, start with your creative mood. And soon enough, your creative juices will be flowing. You'll know what to do to get yourself into that creative space.
And it won't be, such as like,
yeah,
dream.
Yeah.
That is true though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, myself, I've gotten those little phases where I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try this. I'm going to prep this. I'm going to do it all today. That's what I'm going to do today. And I get some of it done, but then the next day I'm like, oh,
I don't want to get it done.
That can wait. I can just do it another time. And then it's absolutely just,
yes.
I don't want to do anything.
No, I don't.
Why are you looking at me?
Yes, for real.
It's like,
what?
You're
not. But honestly, once you get into the habit of creating content, right, you can figure out what, even if you have a moody day, like when you're so low,
you already want.
You can find something to put that in. Find something to put all of that emotion in. And I know that we come in, because every Sunday we're not in that creative space.
Oh, absolutely not.
No. But we find the strength enough to put all that emotion into pretty perspectives.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That is.
It's all about starting.
Starting, the way you do things too. And always find the good in everything that you do. Always. Always.
Yeah.
I think that's a good head start, at least.
Yeah.
That we would say.
Well,
so far that we've experienced.
Other than social media, because the viewers are probably a professional, fresh out of beauty school and still getting into that space. You don't have that much of a following, not yet. Other than that social media route, what other route did you take to grow your clientele?
I would say word of mouth.
Okay.
Yeah. And practicing. Yeah.
Okay.
But mainly word of mouth on my end. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
Mine was word of mouth in the beginning. And also Groupons.
Oh, okay.
So
should explain a little bit more.
Yeah, so Groupon is a really great space that you can take up as a professional to generate clients coming in. So Groupon is this app that you go on and you can find deals on the best yoga spot or the salon, or in our case a spa, and you can buy vouchers or gift certificates for that spot. So we started off with Brazilian waxes on Groupon. My clients, majority of my clients came from people booking their Brazilian waxes. And from there, when they came into the door, another way that I did that was not only gaining that retention, but also reviews.
Yeah, reviews are probably one of the big ones.
Yes. Like creating like a Yelp space or a Google review space for your business as a professional, and having your clients give them an incentive of leaving a review. Yeah. It's great.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because every time like I get a new client, because our clients, sometimes they book and it's literally the first time we ever meet them. And when I see that, I always ask them like, "Oh, like how did you hear about us?" or, from what source? And a lot of them say Yelp. Most
Mm-hmm.
of them say Yelp. And it's funny because when they get here, they're like, "I couldn't find this place. It was a little hidden, but I was so dedicated because of the stars." And I'm like, okay, then that has a huge impact on clientele.
Yeah.
And they leave here booked with another appointment.
Yeah.
Which is the best part.
Yes. That's how you know that, like, okay, I just made another client. We're definitely a hidden gem.
Oh, yeah. We are. We are. That's why there's pretty perspective. So, put it out there.
Yeah, where we're located.
Yes, we're located in Modesto.
Yeah.
If you live in the Central Valley. Come on,
stop by.
I know.
Get your brows done, facial.
Exactly.
We got everything.
So, yeah, I would say that's something that I'm still going to learn more and more and more as we grow.
Yeah.
How to get my clientele, yeah.
Yeah, what's the best way to get more clientele? Can we go back on the social media? Now that I am growing my social media account and putting more content up, I'm reaching more people. And one thing that I realize of growing a platform on social media is that I'm drawing in like-minded clients. So, for instance, we all know about algorithm, right? So if someone loves skincare or skincare routine or gua, I have those hashtags, and those hashtags are where people follow.
Yeah.
That are interested in that. Yeah. So you're attracting your perfect client. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Like, you're attracting the people that you are. Let's put it
that I'm looking for.
Yeah, that
skincare lovers. Yeah. That talks, that wants to speak my language, wants to learn more.
Yeah.
And who already has that and didn't know that we were here. They just found out about us on social media. Does that make sense?
I mean, the explore page can do a whole lot. And especially, let's say, like their most recent reels are like beauty hacks, beauty tips or massages or saunas or things like that. And if, the hashtags all coordinate, then that's how, we can pop up on their explore page.
Yes, because of the content that we created. Yeah, that's so cool.
And everybody's explore page, everybody's content is completely different.
Yes.
But there's a mix of everything. And actually, yeah, we kind of compared our explore pages. And there's a lot of wedding dresses on mine, babies, recipes.
Yeah. And there was a lot of massages, facials.
See, completely
get ready
different.
with me on my explore page. Yeah. But it was pretty cool
to compare.
Yeah, we don't get us wrong. We had maybe one or two similar videos on our explore page, which is so cool because it tells us that we're interested in the same content.
The same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
What's another way that you can think of? Because right now, what I'm thinking is, I feel like everything had, like, every platform, social media platform had its face. Let's say like YouTube back then.
Yes.
You can grow, well, till this day, OG YouTubers say that YouTube is probably one of the hardest,
challenging
platforms to be successful on and like to grow. But now, for example, you have like TikTok or Reels on Instagram, which is a new different thing. Hey, it balances. But even Instagram had its face.
Yes. Yeah. And now it's trying to keep in that trend with creating that Reels from TikTok. Yeah. I'm glad that you brought up YouTube because it is a different space and it's a little bit more challenging to get following on the account, a successful following, basically. It's because people's attention span isn't as long anymore.
Nope.
However, that doesn't mean there's people who don't want to listen to a good podcast.
Absolutely.
No, that's why we're on Spotify.
And it's all ages.
Yes. And a third thing the trend has changed now drastically. People are not into, can I just be honest? YouTube used to be a space of you following your best makeup artist, right? The best makeup artist. They've moved on, right? Got onto TikTok, and also family channels.
Yeah, there was a lot of family channels.
And a lot of that actually died down because of the reality of behind
how it
the
is.
scene.
Now people want to view everything in less than like a minute.
Yeah.
And you get all types of content from everything in just less than a minute.
Yeah.
Instead of, you know, like a 30-hour video.
Yeah. So as a professional, we, even though we're on YouTube, don't have YouTube off the table, because your clientele can learn a lot from you. Because say you have so much to tell your client,
Absolutely.
but you can't tell them in the sessions that you get, right?
Yeah.
At least in this space, you can put all the information into one video, so your client can listen to you on the way to work or whatever it is, you know?
Yeah. And they also get a glimpse of how you are and how do I explain this? How lenient you can be with other aspects, just besides just being like in the treatment room and I only know this person as a professional. Like maybe they can view you in a way that you're relating to them, and that what's, you know, what can attract them to coming to you. Like, you know what, like this, I feel like this girl like understands where I'm coming from. I like what she does, and I like the type of person that she is based on what I've seen. You know, I'm gonna attract to that. I like how this person treats me.
Yes.
Not just so much like technical, like, you know, demonstrating how you do services, but also so they can feel like they can relate to you
and your lifestyle.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if that, you have, the
opinions that you have on different subjects.
Yes.
There's some tools that you guys can use and take advantage of to help grow your clientele.
Absolutely. And if you guys ever have questions of what we do, tips, or just anything regarding like social media posting or anything like that, you guys can always DM us or also email us. We always leave our email down below. And yeah, hopefully you guys got a little bit of everything and catched on to how to build your clientele.
Yeah. Guys, before we close out, I just want to say, with the time that we have left, this is the third time we had to press stop and re-record because our mics just went dead.
For the second time.
What a fitting thing for us talking about social media.
Yeah, like this is a type of content part that we probably don't show you guys. This is the second time we try.
It's the reality of content creating, though. Yeah. You have to take all those challenging times and just revert and just power through.
Yeah. But I had fun. It was fun talking to you guys.
Yes. Very fun talking to you guys. We're so grateful for you for tuning in every week.
Yes, thank you so much. And for our YouTube viewers, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know what. See, I'm telling you, we're traumatized.
PTSD right
now. We're like, hold on. We're all staring at each other. But yeah, let us know how you guys like the video. And
yeah, guys, for our podcast listeners, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to hit that follow button. And if you got a couple seconds, don't forget to rate our podcast. We appreciate you guys so much.
Yeah. And remember, love what you do.
And care to be different. Wear your sunscreen.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye. This is after stressing about.
Look at how many parts we got. Okay, guys, you got How to Grow Your Clientele Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. I am your host. The realities.
And this is the behind the scenes. You guys had to see it because
you'll get it. It's okay. I think we know how to chop it up.
Yeah. But
so, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.